Alright guys, I'm going to just give a quick tutorial on some of the stuff for your touchscreen display and controls in this 2021, although this does work for 2020 as well, Hyundai Palisade. So let's check it out. So this is your touchscreen. As soon as you start the vehicle, you get this home menu that comes up, show you your navigation, to show you what's going on for the radio or sounds, and then outside temperature, and if you have satellite radio beaming down information about the weather networks, you can also pull weather and information from there. Now you can also swipe this over and it's bring you to a bunch of other icons, including map, navigation menu, phone, blue link for your remote with your phone, radio, media. This is new for 2021, so if you have a 2020, you won't see that. Sounds of nature, where it'll play some sounds. Android Auto or Apple CarPlay if you're connected with your phone. And then HD radio data. Or passenger talk. Passenger talk's pretty cool. That allows you to use the microphone up front to talk to whoever's in the back. So if you really want to scream at the kids, you can do it from there. Voice memo, you can set up voice memos if you want. All kinds of fun stuff. You can go into menu. You can edit the home widgets, so that's what's going to be displayed when you first open up your menu. You can change those to be different ones if you want, or you can change your home icons if you want to drag them to a different position so that they come up first, similar to how you would rearrange a smartphone. This one is all pretty easy to use, but I just want to show you again the swipe technology. Now down here, these are all your hard controls. So this is how you turn your stereo on or off. Volume, map does exactly what you think it will. When you press it, brings up the map. And you can see we've got a main menu button, our compass, navigation, whether it's giving us volume dictation, we can zoom in or out here or put it on an auto zoom, and then we can bring up some menus here as well. If we hit the nav button, that is going to bring up how we change where we want to go. So we can do places, points of interest, previous destinations, address book, Hyundai dealerships, it's kind of nice, cancel the current route, look at the route we're on, edit the route we're on, or look at different route options. This I also love. They have on the bottom here 5 favorites, and you can just pre-program home or work or your best friend's house or whatever you want to do, which can be kind of handy. Next button down is radio. It does exactly what you think it will. It will bring you down to the 3 radio options, FM, AM, or satellite radio, where you have options for all those things. Media. So media is going to bring up what type of media you want to listen to. Now this is a 2021, so that's the only difference between 2021 and 2020 for this, is it now has a sounds of nature where you can have calm scene waves, rainy day, open air cafe, warm fireplace, or snowy village. On the 2021 is ambient sounds. If you don't want that, you can just listen to whatever type of media you have as far as Bluetooth or anything else. Just coming back out of that again, it's your hazard buttons. This is how you change your radio station or songs. And then this is a favorites button. So right now the favorites button is set to passenger talk. So as soon as I press that, it immediately puts it up passenger talk. You can set that favorite button from the home menu to whatever you want it to be. Setup, this is a major one. When we go into setup, this is where we're going to change all of our options for sound. We can go in and go into premium sound, sound tuning, driving guidance, sound volumes, FM noise control. We can go into the voice recognition. We can see what devices are connected. Vehicle. This is where we can go up and manage our heads-up display. So if you don't know what heads-up display is, if you can see it right there, that's the digital speedometer. And then you can go in and you can look at digital display control, the height of that heads-up display, if it's turned at all, and how bright it is. You can then go into content selection and look at your turn-by-turn traffic signs, driving convenience information, lane safety information, and blind spot info if you'd like. And then you scroll one more down and even your radio can come in there. And your speedometer, so you can then choose whether your number size is small, medium, or large, and if you like it to be white, orange, or green. So pretty cool. You can do all that kind of stuff. You can also, go into the colors. When we come back from this, that's all your heads-up display stuff. Then you can go into driver assistance. So this is your smart cruise control. So whether you want it to be fast, normal, or slow. We can go into driving convenience. which is leading vehicle departure alert. So if somebody's in front of you when you have your smart cruise control on, it's going to let you know if that vehicle is no longer there, whether you are following the lane, and whether you have the highway driving assist on. Highway driving assist only works if you have the vehicle in cruise control. You can see the lines on the road, you're doing the right speed limit, so the speed limit for the road you're on, then the vehicle will keep you in the middle of the road. You could literally take your hands off the wheel for a second, it will do the driving for you, but it will ask you to put your hands back on as it needs positive feedback, or the system thinks you've fallen asleep or something. So you do have to keep your hands on the wheel. Warning timing, so this just lets you know whether when you're going to be leaving any of the features, whether it's going to come on quickly or it's going to have a little delay, and then the volumes that it gives you when you're letting you know if you're getting close to the lane or whether you're getting close to a vehicle. Driver attention warning, so this is once you've been driving for a while, if it lets you know, hey, maybe you're getting sleepy. And then we've got forward to safety, so this is active assist. It will actively brake for you if you're going to get in a collision, or maybe you just want a warning, do your own braking, or maybe you don't turn it off altogether. Lane safety, so this is whether or not it will let you stay in your lane or just warn you you're going to go over the line, or you can turn it off completely. And then blind spot safety, so again, this blind spot will let you know if somebody's in your blind spot, if it's safe to exit assist, so it'll let you know, yeah, hey, it's good to go. Or you can have it do a warning, or you can have it actually kind of put you back in your lane if it feels like it's going to hit somebody else. So it just depends on how you like these safety systems. And then parking safety. So you have forward safety, so that's when it feels like you're going to run into something when you're parking, so this is at slower speeds, whether you want it just to warn you, whether you want it to stop the vehicle from hitting a shopping cart or whatever. Lane safety, again, similar to the last one, where it'll put you in your lane or just warn you or turn it off, and same with the blind spot. So that's all your driver assistant stuff. Then when I get back out of here, you can see drivetrain mode selection. So that's where you're going to go down here, and you can select between eco, sport, smart. Hit this button and you go into terrain, snow, mud, or sand. So that is basically where your mode alerts are. If we press this here, it'll let you know if it has a detailed or a simple alert when you're changing those. Climate. So we go in and you have some climate control options, automatic ventilation. So we go into this and it'll automatically dehumidify. If you're in a place with a lot of humidity, that is kind of nice. You have defog and defrost, so auto defog. As soon as you start the vehicle, it'll automatically defog. And then climate features, rear climate controls, displays it on the climate control screen. So whether you want to see what's going on in the back screens, you can activate that from there. And then we have lights. We go to lights, ambient light. So basically, what you have for ambient light inside the vehicle, there's some really nice lighting. You can control how bright that light is, or the color. So look at all these different colors. This is awesome. I mean, you have everything from whites to purples to reds to, you can make a custom color. Really cool. And you can control the brightness of that. One touch signal, so when you just signal quickly, how many times it flashes before it turns off, 7, 5, 3, or not at all. And then headlight delay is if it turns the headlights off, so you shut the vehicle off, the headlights stay on for a little bit while you walk to your door, or whether they don't do that at all. Coming down here, so door, so this is auto unlock or auto lock. So you can either have it when you start driving, you get to a certain speed, it'll lock the vehicle, or as soon as you go from park to gear, it'll lock the vehicle. And then if we go back to this, so we've got auto unlock, same feature, but whether or not it automatically unlocks, you can have it while you turn the vehicle off, when you shift into park, or not at all. And then our next one is whether or not the vehicle, essentially when you hit the unlock button, if you have to press it once or twice to unlock all the doors. So right now I have it set so I have to hit twice to unlock more than just the driver's door. So 1, 2, all the doors unlock. Power liftgate, that is turned on. And then power liftgate operating speed, so whether you want it to be fast open and close or slow. Some people are impatient. And then you have power liftgate opening, you have smart liftgate. So smart liftgate is, it'll sense the fob when you're behind the vehicle. Really cool. You have to wait 15 seconds. You have to get out of the vehicle, hit lock. That's very important. Then you have to wait 15 seconds. Then you just go 2 feet, 3 feet behind the vehicle. The lights will flash and it'll open automatically, sensing the fob. Kind of cool stuff. Then we have our cluster, so we can set up the service intervals. So this is enabling service intervals. We can set up distance, duration, or reset everything. We can go into energy consumption reset, can do it after we turn the ignition off, after refueling, or not at all. Content selection, so whether this pops up, whether it pops up for gear position, what our wipers and lights are doing when we change them, traffic signs, so to display, speed limits and everything, blind spot, whether that indication is on, and then if it gets cold, it'll tell us it's maybe icy roads. Then we have a welcome sound. We can turn that on. So that's when the cluster turns on, you start it up, it gives you a little welcome chime. Some people like that. And then we have our convenience settings. So convenience settings is the first thing, rear occupant alert. So that is if you're driving your vehicle and then you open the back doors to put some groceries in or kid or anything, when you shut the vehicle off, it's gonna say check your back seat. Pretty cool actually, but if you don't like it, you can turn it off. Welcome light. So this is basically when you start to approach the vehicle, it's gonna turn on some lights on the outside, your puddle lights, door handle lights, just give you some ambient lighting, which is kind of nice. And then you do have a wireless charging system. So that wireless charging system is turned on right now, and that is located right here. Put your phone there and it'll wirelessly charge it. And then auto rear wiper in reverse. So this one is anytime that you put it into reverse, it'll automatically wipe it once just to kind of clean off that back window. So those are the convenience things. Seat. So seat position change alert. When the seat position changes, it'll show you with the imaging. And then third row seat back folding. So you can actually fold or unfold this from this screen. And then seat easy access. So this is whether it's going to slide back when you turn the vehicle off. And if that's going to be the feature turned off totally, just go to kind of most of the way back or extend it as far back as it can go. And then you also have seat easy height access, seat height easy access, and that makes it slide back and go all the way down. When you first get in the vehicle, it's all the way down and back, and then it goes up and goes back to the spot it's supposed to be. Next thing we have here is you can just reset everything. And that is it for your vehicle settings. Then you can go into your navigation. You can set all your navigation if you want. You can go into your display. You can play with a blue light filter that's on there, a screensaver, home screen, split screen. We can change the media notifications. We can reset everything in here. Lots and lots of menu settings in here. A lot of people just love this blue light filter. So it's the same thing that you have on glasses you can buy. People buy like prescription glasses or regular glasses for staring at computer monitors. So if we turn this on, we can make this display more or less warm and set it to automatic settings. Screensaver, digital clock, analog clock with the screensaver on. Home screen, again, editing those widgets or icons that I showed you can do from the main menu. And then split screen, whether you want to have it partially on map or radio or weather or passenger talk or climate, or whether you just want it to show all of one icon, so you can choose that. Media change notifications, so it'll briefly display the media information when the content changes. So when you press the hard button, it'll just appear that you're changing the media. So that is a walkthrough of all those buttons. This one does tune your radio or change your stations. And then down here, so you do have your climate control. So we have an auto button. It's just like your home. If you press this and it's set to 27 degrees, it's gonna get as hot or as cold as it needs to make that happen. If I move the fan button, it'll turn that off. You can turn it off, defrost, air conditioning, my fan speed, where the vents are going, and then rear climate control. This is my passenger side, this is my side. Passenger side, if I change it here and then I hit sync, it will sync those. This defrosts your mirrors and your back window, and this changes the air from fresh air to recirculated air. Gear selection, so park, reverse, neutral, and drive, pretty easy. Auto hold, what's auto hold? This will actually hold the brake while you're in traffic. So essentially, if you're in a place with lots of traffic, if you push the auto hold, it's going to just keep the vehicle stopped until you press the gas. You don't have to hold your foot on the brake. Hill descent control, this is a button for if you're in an area with lots of steep hills, you don't want the vehicle to free roll down the hill. It will hold you back using the brakes and the gears so you don't free roll really fast down the hill. Parking sensors, whether those are on or off. Camera system, whether that is on or off. So this has the 360 camera. So if I push this in reverse right now, it's automatically going to show me my all-around camera settings. And then we can actually choose between different ways to see the views of the cameras, and we can change settings for brightness just like the TV and whatnot. So put that back in drive or park, sorry, and that'll be gone. Auto off, so this vehicle does have an engine auto off if it does not need all the power of the vehicle for air conditioning or whatever it's using. If you're sitting in traffic, it'll turn the engine off and save you fuel. If you don't like that feature, press this and it'll disable that. Down here you have 3 levels of air conditioned seat on my side, 3 levels of heat, heated steering wheel, 3 levels of heat on the passenger, 3 levels of AC on the other side. Down in here we do have our cup holders. You can press these to hold the cup holders in, which is kind of nice. Or if you have a great big cup or just don't want those in the way, you can close them. I told you that's your wireless charging pad. This will light up when you're wireless charging, and then there's a USB. And if we just close this, it's nice and closed. We push this, it opens nicely. So that is a little description of all that stuff. I know it was lengthy, but thanks for taking a look, and hopefully that gives you a little bit of feedback. All right, guys, have a great day.